gotten that far. You don't even work your social media like that.
Every time somebody come, we gotta fucking fuss, bro. Every fucking time.
You know what,
that's not what we're gonna do.
We're gonna go back.
I'm not doing this.
Commercial break when we get back. We're gonna wrap this up.
So you wanna cut me off, right? Corey, you just gonna watch your butt. You do this shit every time.
We out here. Oh yeah.
Wait, no way. That shit that I do when bitch was having a seizure, and that shit ain't go right. You know what I'm like? I thought she was out the nigga. Go ahead.
The girl on the dock. Go ahead.
Look, I didn't know.
I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back.
Get the truck. Let's go. Let's go. We get this bitch. Let's go.
Keep my peace. Cubans with the chisel.
Yes.
People with the cheap shirts and shit that say Melanin Magic and all that, Popeye's not stopping your business. You are. Okay? So to you people that's using Popeye's excuse for your business, not to get a head, shame on you. Nobody been buying the Melanin.
Yo.
Welcome to Couch Talk Nola.
What's ham?
What's going on? I am Queen Solo.
And this is Southpaw 504, and I'm gonna get up right quick to get my phone, and I'm gonna set it back on down.
Getting up right now.
How y'all feeling? Jesus. How y'all feeling today? We got NiqueO in the building.
Yeah, we got Yang
Vibez.
What's good?
What's going on? So far, how did you get started?
Yeah,
I want to
you
get start from here. How did
there.
you get started?
Yeah.
When I started writing poetry, I started off journalism. A lot of people don't know I was the editor of Talk and Talk at Fosha School newspaper. We actually won state when I was there. We won second place in like this little competition.
Right.
Remember when people started actually reading it? I was the editor.
You know.
So that's when I started writing.
That's dope.
And I was like, from there, I found poetry at Club Caribbean, when Lionel King go outside El Malik now. He was the host. I went there one night and Tank, from Tank and the Bangles.
Wow.
She had and I was like, man, I want to do that. And I already know I can write. So I just started writing and rhyming or just putting it together. Went up there with this piece called Damn Shame, and it was crazy.
Now, NiqueO, when I heard you, bro, you sound like you was the front runner for the civil rights. You sound like a Martin Luther King type. You got that Martin Luther King type. I have a dream. In that bitch.
Well, look.
You make a nigga listen.
My dad was a pastor. My grandfather was one. My great grandfather. You know, got that vernacular like that, probably.
So you said shit like vernacular. You went to college?
I'm just saying, Jesus.
Went to Air Force.
So how was it? How close were you? I just want to get something personal. How close were you to your best friend's mother?
To my best friend's mother?
That passed last year.
My who?
Your friend's mother that passed last year.
My best friend's mother that passed?
The girl mother that passed last year.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Lord. You saw it. It's on your page. Somebody's mother you was trying to get some money for.
Oh.
Yes.
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 No.
No, okay, he wasn't. Are you just getting money?
That go all the way back. That go all the way back.
Yeah, we're back.
Look, man. Look, I guess I'm somewhat of a philanthropist, if you will. And I normally don't, donate to certain things, but this particular person, I kind of knew them, and I knew the character of the person. And when it popped up on the screen, it was like, if you're gonna show love, you're gonna do it or you're not. I was like, man, I got a little, a little small token. When people lose family members, that's.
So that's how you kind of gave back, I guess, like that.
Yeah.
That's all right, man. You was always a giving person now. But when you found out you was an artist?
Shit. I know by myself, I tend to relate to the type of artists who make their art as a way of coping with like depression or something trivial going on in their life.
Right.
So my favorite rapper, Boosie.
For real? Boosie badass?
Boosie my favorite rapper. So, hands down.
Yep.
So, with that being said, if you listen to a lot of Boosie music, he make heartfelt music.
Right.
Trade and all that type of shit.
Like, he really got, and him now as he's matured as a man, and, in the second chapter, or probably third, if a nigga live buku niggas' lives. You know what I'm saying, in a way. But whatever chapter he is in the life, you can still go back and hear heartfelt music.
Were you a particular fan of Boosie Blues? Because the Boosie Blues Cafe, I liked it. I was fucking with it.
I liked it, but it was something that I heard in passing. That's not what I focused on, because I know I appreciated Boosie, and that's what I said.
Right.
So stuff like, I don't know if you heard his new project, and he got this song called I'm Sorry. So he talk about everything he talked about and talking about his life. Could have led a whole generation the wrong way.
I
So,
can't hear
you
that
know,
one. That's all I'm saying.
I'm talking about, if you ever take time, bro, look that up. Boosie, I'm Sorry. You'll get an idea as a man who he is. And I want to always be the type of artist where if you wanted to know who I really was, you can listen to my music. And you're not going to hear a difference in my music than you would hear from me in person.
So you went to school at full shit, Paul. Y'all two. Go ahead, Paul.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I was in
you
the
know
building.
him.
I ain't go to class.
Oh, but
He was always in the damn library though.
no.
I was the coldest, bro. Like I was low key like legendary with the way I was in full shit. We ain't gonna get too far into that. Bro.
Get on with it. What's supposed to
Get
say?
in trouble again.
What you about to say?
It really don't matter, man. I looked at it like this, bro. And I know some people say, oh, some shit too deep, you're getting too deep, whatever. But you know, having the intellect that I obviously have, or academically, I was always a smart child, right?
Right.
So growing up,
You like a doogie house.
the way school system set up, they tell you if you're a certain type of smart, you're accepted, and if not, you fail. For instance, I was like student of the year in 2003. I was Mr. Journalism, most studious, but super is a millionaire. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I look at.
Right.
So while I was at full shit, I crossed paths with geniuses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I looked at it, it was a humbling experience. First of all, because you went from Mac Main, bro, now you at full shit. But the realest people that I know now to this day came from those relationships. Case in point. You know what I mean? And I was the same nigga then as I am now.
How do you feel about people that become millionaires and then change drastically? You feel like they wrong for changing, or you?
That's what I feel like, bro. And when I say this, I mean it colloquially, not in a derogatory way. When I say we, in other words, I mean it. We talking vernacular, the way we address each other.
Vernacular.
The way we address each other.
You gotta put the ball in the box.
Your style of speaking, right? So our style of speaking, you know what I'm saying? We all niggas, right?
Yeah.
That's how we have a camaraderie with that.
Yeah. Camaraderie.
How can you tell a person who come from where you from, and
Right.
you know to this day, I'm 33, I still got flaws, I still jokes, I still make mistakes. Even as a parent, I still make mistakes.
Right.
And you look at a person and think just because that person got money, they're not still a nigga like you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you might value money more than that person because you think that money is going to just change your character.
Right.
Or if that change would be a good or bad one, it really don't matter because only reason you're expecting that person to change is really like an undercover. You got money, I don't. So you need to show me that you're better than me because otherwise I don't see how you rich and I'm not.
But didn't they say
To
money,
me.
money
Right.
brings out the real you?
As people,
You know what I'm saying?
We
For
should
instance.
expect people to change because change is what happens. Like
But you gotta think about it.
Over
If
time,
if
you
you
have to
think about
change.
it, when a white person gets rich, you don't really know when they're rich like that.
They
Now,
don't
you know what I'm
change.
saying? If they
Right.
remain the same, they might fucking start. They still be shopping by the thrift store and shit.
Right.
Look,
Yeah.
it's not really
Like that, getting rich, they loving that.
But this is the other part though. Pardon me, white folk, but in terms
I love
terms of a cultural difference,
Yeah, me too. Hey.
I love it.
in relations to my culture, your culture is a little bland, and you needed my culture to spice yours up. So I come from a higher concentration of culture than you. So fuck you if you feel like if I made 10 million, if you look at the House of Fulani people right now and go back to Africa and look at what kings were.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? You're not really thinking. That's something that's embedded into your soul that when I have wealth, I want a fucking gold chain. Because that's what I come from.
Come from
Right,
gold.
that makes
You know what I'm
sense.
saying?
Yeah.
Wow, you know what I mean? That's something that naturally come upon you. If you didn't know what gold was and you saw that shit and you had whatever resource to get it, it looks nice, it makes you feel like regal about yourself, it makes you feel good.
Right.
So you put it on as a status of struggle. That's why they do that shit. How, like, you know what I mean? It don't matter. Like everybody know Boosie rich already. He don't have to wear a chain. The chain means there's people that passed away during the time that he accomplished this thing.
He's a big fan
so
of pop too, though.
So if he take all of this royalty that he feel, what's the difference between that and the crown? Nobody say nothing about Queen Elizabeth with all that stolen ass African gold she got.
Oh, let's see how
You know what I'm
many
saying?
own.
Don't she wear a fucking crown? Don't she live in a castle?
Yeah.
Don't Jesse Duplantis live in a fucking castle by the river
Right.
in Ormond?
All of
So
the
if I make-
diamonds.
If I make see this little fucking fake ass emoji right here,
Yeah. That's
if I had 10 million, this bitch gonna be that fucking big, cause that's how I feel.
Right. You gonna express yourself like NWA.
Because the other part about it is, not everybody can wear that gold and look natural. It's only special people.
Wow.
NBA young boy. You know what I'm saying?
Free game,
Boosie. Whoever. These are special people that can wear that and look like they're supposed to wear it.
Right.
You probably mad because you wouldn't look right with it.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That man look right with that. This nigga got 100 million views on you. That little nigga supposed to have a gold chain. You know what I'm saying? Them little dudes don't even expect to live past 30.
He was the most Googled person last day.
Think about it. Think about it. Look, check it out. With the demographic coming up, you can tell a young man that he really don't have a life projection of anything past 30. And tell him that if he get $1 million by 21, and he know by you telling him he supposed to die at 30, he can't shine? What the fuck? Like, it don't make sense.
Breaking off
Look at you got the free game.
I can't wear it because that ain't me.
Right.
But if you can,
And everything ain't for everybody.
if that's what you do, then that's what you do. And we should applaud that shit. That's a king. That's his crown, but it's around his neck now. What's the difference?
So, my nigga, tell me what you got going on. Like, what you
What I
about to
got
drop?
going
I know
on?
you about to drop.
First thing I got going on, man, I got a son, bro.
Man,
This dude.
Congratulations.
So my son will be 2 in September. And I always make sure I shout out my son Jameer.
She grown already.
My son Jameer, bro.
Right.
That's my heart, bro. So everything I do, my music,
That's your only child?
it's my only child. So for me, I make music that my son can pick up when he's 15 and raise himself off if I'm not here.
Genius.
You know what I'm saying?
Genius.
He can raise himself off my art. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that, I got a project with my man Casada. He's a brilliant producer.
Casada Jones?
That's my dude.
We were talking about Kashad.
Yeah, shout out Casada. He really like right now in that little small community of artists that I'm affiliated with, he's like our little baby. He's like our baby face.
I definitely like
to where
I play off
everybody,
on his name, yeah, because when he come here, I'm definitely gonna call him Kashada.
Oh man, Chicago.
So
Kashada.
I got a project with Casada. I'm working on the album with him. I got another project, me and Soul Cray working on. Shout out DJ Soul Cray.
All right, great.
That's my partner too, fellow veteran.
Facts.
So we always chop it up, power just like we doing now, and we always create crazy man.
We gotta come back and see what else we got going
man.
on.
Then we gonna tap into Mr. Gang Vibes over here. That's all I'm saying. You dig? College Talk Nola. You heard me? Episode us. You heard me? So fuck. Make sure y'all subscribe. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm tired of trying to tell y'all that shit. Stop looking. Subscribe. Hit the button.
And both of y'all know y'all gotta give up them duck ass awards.
Yeah.
Right?
So we be right back. Stay tuned.
Duck Awards.
Duck ass awards.
I swear I see myself in you, looking like you know me too. You make it easy to love, and everything I've been through, I'm still tempted to trust you. You can't hesitate when the feeling's coming on and strong. You make this house feel something like a home. You make it easy to love you, and everything I've been through, I'm still tempted to trust you. I swear.
Whoa.
We are
back. Wake the hell up, Nola.
God damn it,
Shit.
we here.
That's all I'm saying.
Alright, so they informed me that I have to give out
The duck ass
The
award.
Duck Ass Award.
Alright, Duck Ass Award goes to anybody in my DMs
Right.
hitting me up saying let's work and then tell me they charge.
What it did?
How you
Duck
know
Ass
that?
Awards go to you.
Well,
Yeah, that
Kill that shit.
put it in the camera, man.
That shit,
Yeah,
that
put
shit
that in
dead.
there,
Yeah.
right?
Y'all
ASAP.
need to
Kill that
stop
shit.
doing that
If I
deceptive
hit you
shit.
up,
Right.
Don't try to throw no price at me. Kill that
I
shit.
know.
You gonna hit me up and
that
charge
shit.
you?
That's like a nigga asking to work with you, and then when y'all about to hit up my manager.
Exactly.
That's
shit.
You asked me.
Duck ass shit.
Yeah, shit. Man, what you got going on, brother?
A lot, bro.
The gang vibes.
A lot. Yeah.
Gang.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just dropped 2 songs. I dropped a song on Friday, Valentine's Day. It's called Be Mine.
Yes,
song.
I love
Very
it.
dope.
I loved
SoundCloud. And then I recently dropped another song on Sunday. I felt like giving y'all a lot. So
What that one called?
it was the remix to that Life Is Good, that Future and Drake song.
Okay.
I just recorded that.
So
as
that
well.
shit that you had back in the, like, not back in the Jeep, but you had it like in 2018, the fall?
The fall. I had the fall. I had Crave You. I had dropped a couple of songs that year, but like I had my twins, so I kind of was laying low.
You are a new father. And how did that feel about having 2 at one time? Because I would have jumped.
I must put it like this. Let's say it was the most humbling experience I had in my life. You know,
Oh my God.
it settled me down and made me realize how time flies. It made me realize that I can do a lot more than what I thought I was able to. Because, you know, still pursuing a dream and being a father and providing and being a fiance, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
That's
I
all
appreciate
I'm
that
saying.
too.
You know, even after she fell back for 2 months, she came on back.
Yeah.
No, 2 years.
She fell back for 2 years?
Oh, no, you talk about wait, you talk about what?
Oh, the weed is serious.
Your current, didn't you say somebody fell back?
Blue Skittles.
Yeah, that's the weed.
That's what happened.
said
You
fell
gave
back
him that.
for 2 months.
Yeah, that was a song or some shit like that?
Like no, I see what you're talking about. You talking about Be Mine.
Yeah.
Nah, that was like when me and her first met. You know, like
Yeah.
I was pursuing her. She was kind of giving me play, but then she fell back for 2 months.
Right.
And then, you know, I still got her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was saying
That's
on
all I'm
Instagram.
saying.
My bad. I
Look,
kind of
it's
mixed up
cool. It's cool. It's with the smoke is good. He got you good with them skills.
Yeah, the choke. Yeah.
What you?
shit.
How was the experience working with B Dragon and Mazel?
B Dragon is so dope. Like his creative mind is ridiculous. I call it dragon magic. You know what I'm saying? Because like he can make anything look special. You know, it could be the smallest things.
Right.
And Lanzel, he's on it. He's professional. You know what I'm saying?
Because your videos look like movies.
That's what I want to do.
Everybody
Man.
can't get that movie effect now.
I really feel like
Now keep in mind, if you need somebody to die, Paul got you. You said that.
I will. I'm gonna put on a show.
Nah,
I always
man.
wanted to die in something.
like all of my music is pretty much cinematic, you know, when it comes down to albums that I'm about to put out, and I really want to push towards music and movies. Putting my music in movies and really setting the scene and telling a story. You know
You're not far from it though, because you are an actor, correct?
Yeah.
You done did your little extras,
Yeah,
being an inmate, and nothing about you stayed in jail.
I have to do my homework.
A true thespian. That's, yeah.
I have to do my homework, man.
Ooh,
'cause
just, yeah.
No, right,
Hey,
boy? Shit. That's all shit.
Yeah. It's all up here.
But nah, I really wanna I really want my videos and my everything to tell a story and really paint the picture for you in a cinematic way. So I had to go behind the scenes and see how they was doing it in the movie sets.
Right, because it's
You know what I'm
art.
saying?
It's art. You're
Every little detail matters.
Picasso. You gotta paint
Facts.
that
Definitely.
picture.
You know,
You feel me?
You block that shit.
and everything that I say about is my truth.
Square foot. You sit down on a square foot. You gotta block that shit. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my bad.
That's alpaca.
Stop.
You stupid.
Oh
Made me
shit!
forget what I was gonna say, Nico.
Shut up.
Shit.
So,
Yeah.
who is your top 5
Facts.
artists? They're gonna be underground in the city. I need to know that.
You said underground in the city?
Yes, unsigned.
All right, let's do this. We're gonna do. This isn't in a particular order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do Zeno Moonflower.
Oh,
Put us
shit.
on some.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, shout out Zeno.
Yeah, shout out Zeno.
We'll look in a minute.
I'm gonna do Just Mikey.
Okay.
He about to drop
You
something
work with him
serious.
too.
Yeah, he about to do something serious. I'm gonna do Weed Junkie.
Of course.
Yeah, the weed junkie.
Everybody hates Chris, don't they?
And this is going by like what I see them doing in progression and growth. You know what I'm saying?
No particular order.
No
Right?
particular
Right.
order. I'm gonna do 4G, Otto. I don't know if y'all know about him.
I got 4G on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Willie B.
Willie B.
And shout out to bro, bro.
Yeah,
I fuck with Willie B.
Willie B is slamming shit right now.
Hey, if y'all ain't fucking with Willie B though, y'all missing out.
Big facts.
Oh man.
I'm telling you.
What are some of your influences?
Huh?
What are some of your musical influences?
Honestly, Party Next Door.
Yeah.
He's a dope writer, and that's where I get the vibe concept from, because his music is about setting the mood and just painting a picture, you know what I mean? And of course Drake, you know what I mean? Drake is the R&B hip hop influence, and I like to bounce back between the two, you know what I mean?
How you feel about when people talk about Drake too emotional and shit? Like he don't write his own music.
Music is
I don't give a damn
emotional.
what he write.
I know
And
he
he deliver it right.
But I feel like as a R&B artist and as an artist in general, like trying to be big, you know, like Timberland don't make every beat he produced. You know what I'm saying? Like in a sense, he orchestrated. You know, as I've watched his masterclass, like he have a lot of different people putting little pieces in.
Yeah, but it's from his blueprint.
Yeah, but he's still considered a great. And I mean,
Right.
as far as Drake and art, you know, he's a businessman, so he's doing what he have to do to survive as an artist.
If you could portray anybody in a movie, who would it be?
If I can portray anybody in a movie,
Anybody's life. Who?
I would just want to know what it feel like to have the skills of John Wick. Like,
You got a dog?
I have a dog.
That'll draw your inspiration. You're nobody fuck with my dog.
NiqueO, who
But
would you play?
Yeah.
If I could play somebody, I know it's kind of weird because I probably don't look like him. I want to play Alan Sterling.
Alan Sterling?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know that?
You know what I'm saying?
That's you.
I don't particularly feel like you have to look like
Right.
somebody to play them.
You
It's
see what I'm
all
saying?
about, yeah.
I feel like I can relate personally to certain things, and I feel like, you know what I mean. I feel like I would do that justice.
I love that.
Now, NiqueO, you gotta give us something, man. Give us a little excerpt. You heard?
You try to be quiet a little.
Yeah, come on now. Come on, draw that from within, like the back hallways at Fauché. Come on, bring it up.
All right. So
Okay.
I like to make real music, like I said, honest music.
Right.
I don't come from a perfect family, but we love the way we love, right? So this piece I made at my partner So Craig crib. We got a studio, everything. Shout out So Craig again. So I made this piece about having a conflict between. I have PTSD, a couple mental health issues myself.
Right.
Major depression, anxiety, PTSD. I serve, you know, so I got my VA ratings and everything. So I can relate to having moments where you feel like, you know, where you feel like you about to make a decision uncharacteristic of yourself, but you honestly feel like you want to.
Right.
And what do you do? And in my case, it would be calling my mom. If I felt like I was about to do something, you know, before I did, I might even still do it, but I'm gonna call moms first.
How important do you feel like it is for somebody to go seek help for their mental health instead of just ignoring
important.
it?
It's definitely important, man. I'm gonna tell you, first of all, you decriminalize yourself. That's number one. If you know you sitting up here saying, man, I flash out, and you ain't got no mental health record that you flash out, you could be struggling with being bipolar. You know, we done seen all kind of shit. I've seen people get killed just growing up. We see them things. That'll traumatize you. So if you end up being a person that for some reason you just feel like, I just like the way a gun feel to the point where it's like sex to you. Cause I know people like that. Them motherfuckers really, they you know, in their mind, that power. You might want to get, if that's how you want to live. That's another conversation. But if you want that help, you could possibly be decriminalizing yourself. By going in and going and talk to somebody.
A lot of people feel like it's the quote unquote wave to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Check this out. Did you know that per your HIPAA rights as a patient, you have the right to control the demographic of your health professional? So that means if you want to be talking to somebody you feel like it can relate to you, you can literally say, I want to be seen by a black psychiatrist that went to an HBCU. And you can find that person. If that person is in your Medicaid, then that's the person you go to.
Right.
People didn't know that. You know what I mean? My health providers are predominantly black. You know what I'm saying? You call it what you want, but if I'm gonna be trusting you to go inside of my body and do all these surgeries and the different things that I've dealt with, I need to know that you see me as a human.
I want to talk about that when we come right back, because I got some questions on that for real, like what I deal with.
And then you got to get your duck ass award out. And you gonna close us out.
We gotta see what's going on, what he got coming up.
Yeah, we gonna come bounce off back all that. Yeah, you know, shit. Couch Talk Nola, episode us. We'll be right back. You feel me? Stay tuned. Don't go no down.
It's the new how high, bitch.
We are back. Man, we talking about these old ribbon days, boy. That shit was funny to me.
So we was talking about the mental health. So you were saying that your doctors are black, correct? I just want to know, because there's a lot of they treat some of the black children like test dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like crash dummies.
Right.
They automatically just give them medicine. They don't try to look up nothing or try to figure it out. They just medicine.
No.
You know why? Because think about this. You go to a psychiatrist, that person treats your mental health with medication. That's what psychiatrists do. You can go to a psychologist who, you know, treats the other side, the theory of mental health, the pathology of why your thoughts are leading up to this. And these people you may need a team of your pastor, if you do karate, your sensei, your football coach, your mentors, your mental health provider, your mother, your father. You need all that shit.
Yeah. But they're trying. I'm thinking like of now, since the medical marijuana is coming out, they talking about as far as going to preschools, letting these children start smoking it.
What? No.
Like in Colorado, they thought they about to start giving it out.
So they about to walk up.
Not smoking.
There's edibles. There's stuff like pills that don't have THC in it that can make them not high.
And choke with their little lungs.
But like giving them like grass, like actual
like
plant.
Like sitting there.
I don't know. I'm gonna say, because I like to be correct about things, I would have to look into that myself and come back and hit y'all up. Yeah, because I wanna see what's up with that before I say my statement on it.
Look it up. So would you be okay with your son going to school and they
smoking, getting high?
No, but at the same time, at the same time, you don't
joke he just said.
You don't put your health, you know, and your child's well-being in that much of the hands of a school system. You still the parent. So it don't matter what the school system allow, you still the parent. You know what I mean? You do that, and if it don't work for you, holler at your district. Don't get me started. Holler at your district reps. You know.
Right.
I've done an act of Congress before. I hollered at Cedric Richmond before. Wow. Shout out Cedric Richmond.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So there's ways to make things work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he black.
Yeah. He red, but he black.
Black.
Right.
You feel me? Shout out to Miss Domino and Cedric Richmond over there.
Could you see yourself leading the revolution?
No.
No.
This is how I feel. What I'm doing is I'm trying to raise my son.
Right.
Now, if things that I do, like my music or the way I carry myself or my points of view, the things that I have that I'm gonna use to raise my son, if that rubs off on another young father or another little dude or whatever, then I'm more than welcome to accept that.
Let me rephrase it: an advocate for the people.
Oh, all the time. I feel like it's the responsibility of every black person, because your skin is already considered a weapon of war anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you might want to be an advocate for decriminalizing your own people. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know what that is. You might want to be one in some kind of way. You might be about a certain thing, but you might not let a person play with a younger person that, you know what I mean, a certain way. You try to make sure you protect that next generation, and that leads to.
So how important do you feel it is that the type of music these artists create is to our youth?
I'm gonna tell you like this, because I am an artist, I don't believe in censorship.
Right.
I believe you create whatever fucking art. How you gonna tell a young man who signed a deal, who got $10 million, who is in an environment where they got the best coke right here, you know, codeine here, you live in a certain life, and you expect this man not to rap about what you should be trying to figure out is how the generation before you lead your generation into these particular things, and now you complaining about the artistic expression that comes from a traumatized person.
When you rap about coke and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, they make whatever art they want to make.
Right.
And if I don't vibe with it, I might not. But,
Right.
you know, artists still have a space to, you know, that's what
Yeah,
Slater Mike and all that is about.
yeah.
Any artist, if you dope, you dope.
Speaking of,
how do you feel?
go ahead on, elaborate yourself.
I just feel like, you know, in a sense, music do control what actions or the aggression, like the more aggressive music coming out, I feel like it will raise kids to believe aggression is the way. You know, I'm not saying that it controls them, but if that's what's embedded in their mind, is in their headphones all day, every day, that's what they're listening to, that's what they're seeing on TV to be cool, you know, then in a sense, I can say that and say that I don't do none of that stuff. You know, so it's not going to affect every child.
Right.
It's only going to affect the ones that's really.
As both of y'all are parents now, like how do y'all feel like you can control what your children are listening to or watching to a certain extent?
I mean, once they go to school, that's the end of the day.
What
I'm saying is like kids are around kids more than they're around parents. Like,
okay,
you know,
yeah, I see that.
like whatever they listen to, they gonna find it on them. You know, that's what's cool in school. So that's what they're gonna have to be a part of to be accepted. You know what I mean? That's how society is.
Well, how you feel about these parents letting their child pick their genders now at such an early age? You know, because Dwayne Wade said his mom knew what gender he was when he was 3.
They had a whole
I will say this, and this is all I'm gonna say. This is when I was in elementary school. I knew who would be gay when they grew up.
Really? Because you don't think like some people just be more feminine?
No, it's tells. You know what I mean? Like as a man to another man, like I feel like it'd be harder for another woman to see that another woman's gay.
Yeah.
But another man on another man, like I know when another man is gay. Like no matter what. Like
shout out Taco from Fuji.
But hey, I have
shout out to Bro.
Look, I'm about to say I really don't have nothing against that. I do want to say that.
Right there on the dump, right
That's
there.
how you know I really went there.
What's up, Taco?
I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say like. I do want to say I'm not against it. Like I have friends.
Right.
I have friends.
When you're comfortable with your sexuality, you should not be concerned. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever he do is what he do. Like like I said, my fiance and my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we in no shape or form at Couch Talk bash LBGT barbecue. I mean, community. Yeah, we don't bash that.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
So what do you have coming up, NiqueO?
Yeah. You gotta get your duck ass award after that.
I think y'all. I covered some of it. So I got an album coming out. Y'all stay tuned. You know, to that. Me and So Craig working on our project, and I'm working on the album with Casada as well. Also, any poets, any rappers, any singers, whatever. Yeah. I ain't gonna never pull up and smoke with you. We gonna do whatever. Make sure you got your BMI account, cause I don't play about that.
Fucking right. Yes. You would BMI, not ASCAP, right? BMI.
BMI.
Say, man. You gonna give us one of those powerful poetic pieces for you leave?
Can I get one of these?
Yeah, you get one of that first.
So my duck ass award.
You gotta put it in the camera now.
My duck ass award.
Up top.
Which one? This one here? Yeah. My bad. That's the line.
Either one. Whatever.
My bad. My duck ass. The duck ass award. It goes to the generation before me, and the reason why I'm gonna say the generation before me is because a lot of what they see, you know, it's almost like, if I could use a metaphor. You blame a child for kicking trash up the street, but you forget who put the trash there. You bash trap music, but those kids learn that behavior from their fathers or their uncles. You allowed them to learn it, and then you mad because they made millions off of it. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Think about how many times when your child head looked too natural back in the day, what you said, nappy headed ass, picky headed ass, whatever. Yeah. You raised them to hate certain parts of themselves that they might have had to grow out of. When my sister wanted to go natural, she got pushed back at first because, you know what I mean, you don't want to perm your head or whatever. So generation before me, you were duck because you actually believe that we raised ourselves.
They wore that cookie bush out.
Duck ass, yeah, boy.
That's all they talked about.
Cookie bush.
My bush was intact. Remember that big ass fro at the floor? Anyway.
I do want to say this. Friday Vibe Day is gonna be like a thing that I do. I'm gonna drop a song every Friday.
Yeah.
Every Friday.
Yeah. That's dope.
What do you have coming up?
Right.
I have work. I have an album The album is probably gonna be called Other Half. It's not official.
You don't have no when it's gonna. Yeah. Put no date on it. Good.
But I do have a single coming out soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a video with it. It's inspired by the show You off of Netflix.
And you had a clip of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, I like to shoot movies.
Crazy.
You know, shout out to the actors that's gonna be in the video.
I asked you something. You work with Mr. Mina?
Mr. Mina?
Yeah.
Not personally, but like through Slater Mike, and you know he's
like. I don't know why, cause I thought you was on a track with him or something. Cause your voice sounded just like on the track.
I was about to say y'all can hear them.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Mr. Mina if you want to make that happen. We can do that too.
How y'all feel?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Slater Mike.
How y'all feel about Slater Mike? Like y'all excited?
I did it last time, and you know it was a dope experience. And the crowd actually was interactive with everybody.
I gotta say this right now, NiqueO, you into energies and all that type of shit on you. I see it.
I'm getting energy from the rocks.
How you feel about energies? You big on energies? Like
that's how I go about life. You know, main vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I go off energy, vibrations. Like I can tell when I walk into a room if it's a situation I want to be in or not. You know.
Right. Everybody can't do that.
Not everybody have it. Not everybody is that intact with themselves to feel that, you know, and trust in themselves to know. But, you know, that's what it's all about for me.
Real quick, I need NiqueO's top 3 who you would want to work with, if you could, today, right now.
Yeah.
You give your top 3.
Like anybody?
Anybody.
Single file.
Boosie number 1. Boosie number 1. Who else? Alright, I'm gonna go Boosie, Moneybagg Yo. I like Moneybagg Yo.
Fuck it,
Cause I can rap too. I fuck with Moneybagg Yo. And Summer Walker.
Perfect.
Okay.
I need yours.
Obviously, Party Next Door.
Yes.
You know, party on the weekend. I mean, Welcome to the Party was that's what brought me back into music. Shit. Honestly, I've been so isolated as not even the thought that come to mind.
Party Next Door works for me.
That's it.
This has been Couch Talk Nola.
Episode
I am Queen
Solo.
That's Southpaw motherfucking 504.
You heard me?
NiqueO.
Forget.
NiqueO, what's down with it?
In the building, Yang Vibez. And guess what? We're out of here.
And
subscribe.
We out. Subscribe, who?
Yeah. What kind of gang sign we doing? Yeah.
That's the Yang.
DMs. Alright, so I hop in this chick DMs, right? I thought about it for a second, cause I wasn't even sure if niggas still did that shit, and if they did, I know her inbox must stay lit up, but fuck all that, I'ma shoot my shot anyway. Y'all know how the story goes. Probably notice her body first, or her smile or something. I ain't ashamed to say it, fuck, I'm a man and we visual creatures by nature. But what really got me was how humble she seemed. I mean, aesthetically, she had every reason to feel full of herself. She was gorgeous. I mean, this thing was bad. But she actually seemed more into feeling every brushstroke of her paintings than wondering if her Snapchat selfie angles were on point. In fact, she didn't seem to care much about how beautiful she was. She was just beautiful. And I wasn't sure if we clicked or not, but I knew one thing. She'll definitely fit the plot. So I got on that uptown shit like BG say. Stick to the script. Play it how it go, little does she know. I'm what she need. So P, I slide in. Notice she been lurking a bit too. Figured she liked poetry cause she was viewing every clip on my storyline the past few days. And it's Monday, so she must have been following me on IG since like last Thursday. I don't know. Maybe she came to one of our shows or something. But I don't remember seeing her there. And I know I remember that face. It'd be hard not to stare at shit. Smooth caramel, brown skin, natural hair, beautiful eyes, handmade copper bangle bracelet. She had her own